Yeah, so love is a topical issue. Yes, month February. I'm told this year it's the ladies who are spoiling the guys. So we are waiting patiently for the ladies to spoil the guys at Valentine's. So the issue of relationships, age, love, romance, and God's plan is what we want to be able to talk about today. And hopefully I can provide you with some guidance, some counsel on how to handle this very topical issue. I can imagine that almost everybody on this platform has sort of encountered some sort of relationship. Most of you being at university, you definitely have, have talk about this. Girls, let me just tell you about boys. When we come together, there are so many lies we tell one another about girls. I don't know if what you girls also go through the same. I remember my experience of growing up, university, and all that. There's a lot of nonsense that is talked about uh you know about relationships, but then some of you are actually on the brink. You finish university and are just almost getting into work and possibly actually thinking about settling down and marriage. What do you do? How do you navigate through those waters? And for those who are still at school, you end up finding yourself in entanglements of relationships. How do you deal with that? How do you handle that? Those are the kind of thing I want to answer today, and talk about and discuss on this platform. So you can go ahead and put any questions you may have as I'm talking in the platform, and then hopefully we can answer those questions. First of all, as I said, I want to give guidance. Relationships we are all created for relationships. So you know what? The way we are as people, the way God has created us, He has created us for relationships. He has created us for romantic relationships. He has created us for family relationships. He has created us for social relationship. So for those of you who study psychology, sociology, or social work, you would know, even from a secular point of view, the very nature of humanity thrives on relationships. Politics, if you study politics, in fact, any subject you study, you would begin to appreciate the clarity of understanding that we were all created for relationships. So how then do we handle those relationships? Well, let's know the different sort of representative of what kind of relationships we should be involved in, or how we should be engaging ourselves in relationships. What kind of relationships are we created for? One, the ones that are empowering. So whatever relationships you find yourself within, romantic or otherwise, they should be empowering. So right there, you can actually begin to pick out if a romantic relationship is right for you, or if a social relationship is right for you. It has to be empowering. It leaves you empowered. There's some toxic relationships, both in romance, in social, and family, that leave you so drained. You don't know what to do with yourself. But we are created for relationships that are empowering. So how to assess right from the onset if a relationship is going to thrive or not is whether it's empowering. Does a relationship empowering means it uplifts you, it improves you, it leaves you in a better place than when you were not in a relationship or with that relationship. So whether it's a boy or a girl, is the relationship you're pursuing empowering? So with a boy, when you get yourself hooked up with a girl, do you feel empowered? Do you see some improvement in your nature, improvement in your manners, in your behavior, improvements in your work rate, in your capacity to produce results? That's an empowering relationship with girls. Do you feel special? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel encouraged? Do you feel set for success? Or you're constantly drained, you are manipulated, you are fearful, it's just leaving you vulnerable and feeling inadequate. And that's not a good relationship for you. So, number one, when you're looking into relationship, and whether relationships are working or not, is it empowering? Number two, you're created for relationships that provide you with a sense of trust. What's the use of getting into a relationship and you're always looking for the slightest opportunity to prove that you knew that this wasn't right. I mean, there's some relationship where someone is always asking, looking for ways and means of being cheated or cheating. You're always looking for evidence. If you look into the phone, you're looking at photos, you're looking at WhatsApp messages, just to look for someone who's cheating. Why? If you're in that kind of relationship, then get out of it. It's a useless relationship. Relationships that are meaningful are relationships that are empowering, relationships that provide you with a sense of trust. Can you go to sleep without having to worry about the relationship that you're in? Or you can't even sleep wondering when are they going to say good night, or when are they going to check in to say, you know what, I'm at home, or when are they going to tell me where they're going? I mean, if you're wondering and you are in that kind of relationship, it's toxic. Leave it. We are created for relationships that provide you with a sense of trust. Number three, we are created for relationships that are respectful. Do I feel honored? Do you feel honored? Do you feel respected for who you are? You don't have to change yourself to be respected. Just the person that you are, who you are, and you have this full sense of being respected for you. You are being honored. You are allowed to say what you sense. You can express your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts without feeling condemned or judged. That's the kind of relationship you're created for. Even here on Y&D, our relationship is that we respect one another. It's a respect of trust. And lastly, number 4, we are created to be in relationships that allow us to be our authentic self. There's some boys who start dating a girl and they start changing. They start changing who they are. They start changing their friends. They start changing certain things. They can't even be themselves. They begin to become some other people. If they didn't go to church, they start going to church every Sunday. That's not your authentic self. If you're in that kind of relationship, then you need to check if you are in it for the right reasons or not, or if that's the right relationship for you. So those are 4 things to look at. You can put them down on a scale of 1 to 10. Is this relationship empowering me? 1, if it's not. 5 and below, it's not. 5 and above, yeah, it gives me some sense of empowerment. Does it provide me with a sense of trust? Is it respectful either way? Or does it allow me to be my authentic self? So right there, you can actually, from just these 4 points, get yourself into some great, an authentic relationship. And that can actually be quite a great basis for a good, meaningful, long-lasting relationship. Because that's what we are created for.